Hello, hello, welcome back to more GBO2. I've got a fun one today. We've got Halloween colors. We are doing themed suits today. So this is the Woundwort? I don't know how it's pronounced. I've only seen it spelled. I think it's Woundwort, but I'm not sure. I like the suit. It's in Halloween colors. It's fun. That's the important thing. So this is going to be. Oh wow, just like all the other rounds I got with it, come to think of it. It's gonna be in the colony drop site? Colony drop site. We're gonna call it the colony drop site. I don't know, I don't remember what the map is actually called, but it's a colony drop site. The colony was dropped here. Woundwort is a very interesting support. It's got that beam gun right there, and that's kind of it. The Mega Beam Launcher, and then it's got head Vulcans, and that's it as far as range stuff is concerned. But it's got three different melee options, technically. One of them is a wire-based weapon. It's got that big old claw that I had out earlier. Oh, and then of course it can fire a rapid-fire shot while in transformed mode, luckily. But we're going to see a little bit of that melee right here. Hopefully that will actually do something. We got knocked down by an ally, though, sadly. This is going to be a bit of a little bit of a frustrating one, because I really want to be... He missed. That was a pretty bad miss. It's going to be a little bit frustrating, because the Woundwort, unlike most support types, it kind of wants to be up close, and a lot of my allies here also want to be up close, which means that we keep tripping over each other, like that. You know, I got a good setup, and then I tried to do my thing, and yeah, so that'll happen quite a bit. At least I get some good damage when I do hit things, but it's still a little bit annoying. Managed to... That was a bit of a weird interaction there. Thankfully, we had an ally to bail us out. I think I probably would have been taken down by that if I hadn't. I'm almost surprised that Raid isn't being more aggressive on us. I'm pretty weak, too. Like, if he did, like, a rush down right now, I probably wouldn't survive it, but... no, he veered off to do something else instead, thankfully. Maybe he just didn't notice that we were there and that damaged, but... I'm glad for it. Bit of a misstep there. We fell down the hole. I really didn't think that was going to happen, but here we are. Thankfully, being able to fly lets me just pop right back around and then make poor decisions that are going to get me killed. Should have tackled. Well, maybe should have tackled. Honestly, if I had tackled, it probably wouldn't have landed anyway, but, I mean, at least it would have been some damage. Yeah, we should have tackled. We should have tackled. Funny enough, got taken down by their support. I'd say it's funny that their support is also a more close-ranged oriented support, except that it's this map. This is a very cramped map. It's really hard to get good sight lines. Like, there's a lot of little pieces of debris and whatnot, and ultimately a pretty tight-knit space, so it's difficult to get good sight lines for sniping at all. Like, they've got a couple of spots that are good for it. We also got the kick there. Very happy about that. Like, that outcropping right in front of us is, like, a decent sniping position, but ultimately you still got a lot of cover inside that main colony area that just makes it really hard to do, like, dedicated sniping. Which reminds me, I haven't seen the trench line map in a while. Terrible shot there. I should have been able to take him out, but we missed. I don't understand how that one took. My melee animation, I'm pretty sure had already ended. I'd already landed the hit before he even tackled. So that's just... that one was weird to me. That felt like it should not have taken. But regardless, we're just going to swarm this guy like a pack of piranhas. I just really wanted to get that downswing. I'm sad. I hope I didn't knock anybody over. I probably did. Nicked the shield there, sadly. So I'm going to try to push up to a degree here. Trying to get closer because I want to use all of my tools, but I guess the rest of my team is behind me now, so it's not like it's going to be hard to... I'm not going to get super isolated. Thankfully, he also got the tackle there, so I didn't take too much extra damage, but Yeah. Now everybody's clashed full force here. I am trying to get some extra damage on their raid. I know it's not my main target, but I just don't like the raids. I don't like him being that close to me. I saw the opportunity, so I took it, got that downswing, and got knocked over again. That keeps happening. It's frustrating. I'm open to now turn around, get some damage on this guy, but he stepped just right out of the range. I'm not sure what hit me there. I'm not sure what stunned me. I think it was that one there, but I'm just not sure. Again, probably should have tackled again, but I took my melee swing, got damage in anyway, and, you know, that's it for that life. Kind of ended up getting a little bit overextended there, it looks like. My allies must have just been dropping around me, because they were there. I was moving up with people, and yet somehow ended up overextended, so I meant to spawn into the MS there. I pushed the wrong button. Little bit rusty, it would seem. Messing up some of my basic interactions. Oh gosh, that was an obvious example of rust, too. I couldn't remember which button was jump. Not sure why. What have I been playing recently that would have... Not sure what I've actually been playing recently that would have made me mess up which button was jump. I guess it is a little bit, because it's on the, it's a little bit of an odd spot. It is on one of the shoulder buttons, if I remember right. Yeah, it's on one of the shoulder buttons. It's, L1, I believe, is jump. Or is it R1? Now I don't remember. Now I don't remember, because I don't remember which one I put my weapon swap on. I think it's R1 is jump. Regardless. So yeah, I was like pushing X, I think, which is not jump. Bit awkward there, but oh well. It is on the L. My R's. Doesn't matter. I kind of reflexively push buttons, so like, I can't necessarily remember exactly where they are off of the top of my head, because I've just kind of internalized that. It's kind of a funny thing. Same thing with the... like, my, pin and whatnot. Sometimes I forget that, too, because that's just become reflex. So that's funny. That same sort of thing. We are going to try and move up, I think, here. I want to, anyway. He's pulling back a little bit, because he's isolated, but he's going to nick us with the... I think it's still a Sturmfaust for this one, because I think he's a... Yeah, that's a Xeon mobile suit, so that should be a Sturmfaust. Finally got something with that claw, though. We haven't been using that at all. I think we hit one thing with it earlier. Yeah, we hit the White Rider with it earlier. But we really haven't been using that claw much at all, which is just very simply because it's actually not too tricky to hit as far as, like, the wire-based weapons like that is concerned. It's probably the easiest one to land. I am so glad we're going to manage to finish it off with a full combo, though, at the very least. But yeah, claw. Claw's easier to land compared to some other wire-based weapons just because you've got a wider hitbox, but it's still one of those things where it can be a little tricky to land, and if you miss, it's potentially a lot of recovery time, depending on whether or not you just whiff into the air or hit the ground or something. And so that can be bad. That can be really bad. But yeah, I'm glad we ended it with a full combo there. This is, I got decent damage, but wow, this is probably one of... I don't think it's the only, but it is one of few matches where I didn't get a single kill. Which doesn't look great. It doesn't look great to see, I'm gonna be honest. But we did do a decent amount of damage, we just didn't finish anything off. So, definitely could have gotten more damage in if we were able to get in more, but like with all of our allies also trying to get in, it just ended up being everyone climbing on top of each other. You saw I got knocked over like 3 or 4 different times by allies, so that's a little bit obnoxious. But either way, Woundwort is still really fun. I'm always glad to take it out. And yeah. But that'll do it for today, and I will see you guys next time.